good morning. I think this is very low here, but this is the morning. I've been awake since 8 a.m. I got a walk, I drank my smoothie, I made tea and I'm drinking it, and that took about an hour and a half. Yeah, an hour, 2 hours, yeah. And now I want to head down and finish the video before the prayer coming up. And then afterwards, just look over the stuff and just memorize the drugs. Like, you must memorize the drugs. Like, this takes more repetition, more so than anything else. As for, yeah, you need to finish that. And I just feel like so tired. I feel like that's just laziness. I know my eyebrows are not done properly, but on Monday I'll be done. Like, I'll be really done. I'm drinking tea. Uh, I'm drinking tea, and I want to look this way. Like, I feel like I want to see if that looks like, if I look like a surgery. But in any case, um, yeah, I sometimes, like, I just wanted to give a huge thanks to God, because honestly, I without Him, like, I reached the things that are better than my dreams, at least now. They're like, growing up, I would say I grew up in a multicultural and a very, let me put something here. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it. But I lived in a very multicultural, wide spectrum type of household. Like, I visited, I've seen the world, and then I've seen the world on my own. And it wasn't because I wanted to see the world. Like, I saw places like Paris, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, and not because I actually wanted to see them. It was just a business trip that I had. And within the business trip, I was able to see those beautiful places. Are they as beautiful as Miami? Not even close. Like Paris? Are you serious? Like, that's not even close to Miami. Miami, I believe, is the nicest, most beautiful place I've ever seen. And that's the beauty of it, because I live here. I live in Florida. I live like near Miami. And I live in next to places that look better than Miami. But I meant Florida in general. Nothing is better looking really than Florida. The beaches, the just the vibe. I love it, and I'm really planning to stay. I was initially planning to stay in California, but California is not livable. California is um, it's just not safe. It's just not a place to live. That's really what it is. It's not even for anything. It's just a useless piece of land that has a good name on it. Um, But yeah, growing up, I grew up in not a very rich family. I wouldn't say I grew up in a very rich family. However, with God, anything's possible. You could live rich if He wants you to. Honestly, like, I just been living and seeing the things that thank God that rich people see, and that rich people do. And most importantly, wafaqni, most importantly, like, the portion that I'm really thankful for is the fact that wafaqat with the things that I've been trying to do. And, like, He gave me success. Success is from God. Your work is you, but success is from God. So I have a high belief in God, and I have high levels of love for God, and trust that no matter that, I trust the process regardless. And sometimes there are going to be tests, something that tests you onto how much you love God, how much you're going to stick to your morals and values. But in any case, studying and being a doctor, being all these beautiful things, or being an engineer, it takes perseverance more so than intelligence. And once you understand that, you're going to start working, because you have a very high IQ. You have a very intelligent brain. It gets things right away. It gets things. But if you don't put the time in it, somebody who's way dumber than you, who's been sitting down, studying, doing their work, doing it early on, these people will succeed over you. So you must sit down and you must find peace and, like, beauty within what you do, and like to what you're doing. Like, right now I know about vasopressins, but semostatin is different than somatotropin. These two sound very similar. They're also all both related to urine, but each are doing their own things. Hematotropin is a gonadotropin, but vasopressin isn't, or somatostatin isn't. And now I need to go back and see what the difference between the two are and write them down. There's dexamethasone. What is dexamethasone? I already forgot. So I need to go back and really hone in on these skills. Sit down and have a lot of self-love, and at the same time like what you're doing, like how you look like doing it, you know. A lot of the time you want to just sit down and you know, just like do the beautiful things, but studying is also beautiful. It's making you better than everybody else who hasn't studied that stuff. Honestly, if you are knowledgeable, you're better than somebody who's not knowledgeable. You're illiterate, it will make you look stupid. You must start looking smart and being smart. So yeah, that's what I have. I'm looking like, and that's another thing that I gotta thank God for, is the way I look. Like a lot of the time I look at the way I look and I go like, that looks like a piece of art. And just being able to reach that, through your life is a gift in of itself. It really is a gift in of itself. And I'm going to stop talking right now. I'm gonna head downstairs, get the coffee or the tea with me. I think I'm gonna grab coffee from downstairs. Hopefully they fixed up the coffee machine, because I cannot be drinking that and not being able to sleep later on. But I need to finish the video before the prayer. I'm gonna try and do that. So the rest of the day will be just reviewing the slides. Make sure that you review all the drugs today. Just look over that sheet, and that's it. And then look over some other worksheets with practice problems. Aside from that, I am done. I am very thankful and grateful to God, and everything, like anybody in this world has something to be grateful for to God. You وكل دابة وعلى الله رزقها. Yeah, I'm not too good, but I'm not a religious guru, but when I see God giving me all these beautiful things and just liking me and cherishing me, and I just feel so grateful, and I feel like more grateful every day. That even like the fact that you live alone, the fact that you're doing what you want, the fact that you have your own finances is just something to be super grateful for. And I hope this keeps on coming and it doesn't come to an end, you know. Sometimes you're scared of things coming to an end, but the only end really, and nobody's here permanently, so don't don't worry too much, but rather work hard, work smart, and yes, let's get going.